Hey guys, I hope it's been a really good week so far. We're halfway through and the weekend's coming. We have so many amazing things happening right now in our kids' ministry. God is bringing a lot of new kids. If you've been following my stories or know me personally, you know that this is something that I do. And so I thought I would fill in some blanks because I get a lot of questions. So I started this almost 10 years ago. God actually does this. Kids come to my door. It started with some neighbors right next door to us. They moved in and I saw them coming in with a bunch of kids, and so I went next door. It was two little girls, and so I went next door just to greet them because they're new neighbors. And those two little girls started coming over every single day, like all day long. I remember at one point they would come over like during the summer at like before I was out of bed, before 7 o'clock in the morning, and they'd be running around the house yelling, neighbor, neighbor, because they didn't know my name. So that's how it started. And then we ended up fostering, and then we ended up nannying, and we just started to bring kids into my home. And because there was so many kids wanting to learn how to crochet because of one little girl we had, um, we started a club because I was like, okay, let's just get all of them together at one time and then I can do like one lesson a week or something. And then I started to think, like, God started to put it on my heart, like, what an opportunity. I've got all these kids here. Why don't I talk to them about the Lord? And so I started with the Lamb book and just the clear gospel message of who God is from creation to Christ. And that is how it got started. We started it was called the Crochet Club, but then it kind of grew and changed, and now last week we just started our first Tuesday club. So now we have two groups, and there's about 10 kids in each group now. It just snowballed into this huge thing the past couple of months. It just has continued to keep growing, and I'm not really sure what to do about it. So you can pray for that. I know that God has a plan in it, but it literally makes me feel a little nauseous when I think about the numbers and how to, because they come to my house. I can't have 20 kids in my house. I have a very small house. It's like 1,000 square feet. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining. And, anyways, so this is why we've decided to do two groups. So I still have the older girls that I've had with me for 9 years. They came for a sleepover last weekend. They're 16 years old. It's just amazing to see what God is doing in their lives as they grow up. And now we have two more clubs on Fridays and Tuesdays. It's a lot, and I do get a bit overwhelmed because, for starters, we can't fit this many children in my house. And because we don't have enough seats in the car. So one of the ladies that's helping me, she's going to see if she can borrow a van so that she can bring the kids without having to make multiple trips, because it helps to have her here with me. So my Tuesday group is junior youth age, and my Friday group is the younger group. They're like ages 7 to 10. And then I've got ages 11, 12, not quite to 13 yet. 10, 11, 12 is my older group. So I really do covet any prayers, and because this is bigger than me. This is obviously something that God is doing, and I really depend on Him for strength and wisdom in teaching these kids. A lot of them come from such difficult situations, and so we just want to love on them and shine Jesus to them, and just give as much as we can into their lives and play with them, and like one-on-one attention sort of a thing. And so that is what this club is all about. And it's been such a beautiful thing to watch God bring kids and grow kids over the years. And if you want to be on my prayer list, I do send out a prayer letter once or twice a month just as there's need, as things come to mind. Um, right now, I could definitely use your prayers for any of those things. I have helpers. I have one lady that comes on Tuesdays and two ladies that come on Fridays, and they run around picking all the kids up from school, bring them here. We have snack together, a little Bible lesson, and then they run around the house like crazy. Or we play cards or something, we just sit and visit, all the different things. And it's a more like home feel than like a school feel, right? So you can pray for those ladies as well. I would not be able to do this without them. It was actually, I had stopped having our club for COVID. And then as I continued to get sicker with my Lyme disease, I realized that I couldn't start my club up again. And so I had stopped. And it wasn't long after that realization that I had some ladies from church come up to me and like, I'm just wondering if there's any way that I can get involved in your kids ministry. And I was like, what? And so like I had a really frank conversation with them, and this is such a beautiful thing from the Lord, where I just said to them, honestly, I can't do club right now because I'm not strong enough. Like I can't be getting up into the kitchen over again to make the cheese crackers and to get their drinks and to clean up after them and to run around with them. And so I'm just not doing it. And I was like, if you're willing to actually watch my energy levels and help me and not just focus on the kids, then we could totally do it. And so, but they were both just like, yes, I would love that. I would love your mentorship, which was, I mean, the way that God does this, right? So they started coming over, and then it just grew from there, and to now we have 3 groups. So God is at work. It is so beautiful. If you want to be involved, send me your email. I can send you my prayer updates. We want to send the kids to camp, but with 20 kids now, it's not feasible financially. If you want to be involved in that, message me and I can get you the information to send your sponsorship to the camp so that the kids could go. Any of these things would just be such a huge blessing to these children and to us that are doing this ministry. Thank you so much for your encouragement and for being here on social media. You guys are such a blessing. I just love you all so much. God bless you, and leave in the comments if you want to be a part of this, and I'd love to involve you somehow. We'll talk to you soon.